Welcome to my process video. I decided to use the tasks from Scrapbooking Memories Masters 2016 as challenges for myself. Still wanted to share them with you and say, give it a go. You don't have to do it to be published. Do it because it's something that otherwise you wouldn't do. You might be surprised with the work that you create and how you feel about that work. I'm just making my third fold out here, so I've just measured it so that it's 1 inch longer than what I wanted, and then scored it at the 1 inch mark, and I've put tape over that whole section, that whole 1 inch section, and I'm sticking it down. And the first step in this double page layout with journaling that tells an aspect of you was telling an aspect of me. So a couple of weeks ago I sat down at the computer and I typed up 4 stories that I've been wanting to tell, but I just haven't gotten down yet. And then I went through the photos associated with those stories and discovered that these stories that are really good to tell, that are important to get down, don't actually have the greatest photos. They're not the most appealing photos associated with these stories. So I chose the photos that I could get some that would be appealing. And I decided to go with the fold outs because there's so many photos also that need to be included that again are not appealing. So the fold outs mean that when it's all closed up you can't see those photos. I've selected this paper from an Aldi paper pad, as I have 4 sheets of it because they have 4 of each sheet, which meant I'd be able to selectively cut so that I could match the pattern up so that when the flaps are open or closed, the 12 by 12 section looks like the same sheet no matter which way you've got the flap. And the only problem was, because it's so thin, it didn't take the adhesive very well, so there's a couple of crinkles in it, and there's even a tear. I don't even know how it got torn. I got up this morning and the page was torn. Only the paper, nothing else, and no one's touched it, so I don't know how it got torn. So I just had to decide with that top flap when it's open and with this side flap when it's open which direction I wanted the paper, the flowers to be. Now the inside of this flap, I've got this gap on the side, and I've decided to fussy cut flowers to extend the pattern along. So I've trimmed off petals from the flower that's in the bottom corner, so because it just sort of ends mid-petal and I wanted to give it full petals. I spent all this time fussy cutting and then I completely cover it over anyway, so kind of wishing I didn't spend all that time fussy cutting. But if I'd gone with leaving the fussy cutting showing, then it would have been great. This was an important journey for me to tell because it started back in January 2013 when I first decided that I needed to create a happy space for me in the house. And then last year I realised I needed a happy space for us. So the photos going on the page without the fold outs are from that first space creating. Some helping me with the screwdriver even though he couldn't use it. And the photos on the right are the process of going into this bigger room that we're in now, which has 3 desks and lots of storage in it. So there's a desk for each of the kids and for me, as well as all the craft supplies, most of their toys, all the Lego, and a lot of the OT and physio supplies. So I'm just matting my photos. I loved this yellowy orange because it went well with my son's shirt, and the purple because it was just a gorgeous shade of purple. And I stepped away to do some stuff, and when I've come back I forgot to hit pause, so it remained on pause and you missed me putting all my journaling down and the rest of my photos, but it's getting there. So I've discovered this sticker doesn't stick down very well. It keeps coming up, and I've decided I might try stapling it. So I'm trying to decide on a cluster for in that corner to staple through, and in the end I decide I can't be bothered with a cluster. I can't find stuff that makes me want it to be there. and I just staple it anyway. And in the end, that didn't work because I got up this morning and the sticker was up again. And the only spots it was down was where the staples were, so I just had to glue it again. And now I'm working on my title, which I stick down. I'm not happy with how I first do it, so I have to peel it up and start again, but I've edited that out for you because you don't need to see all that. And a little bit left over from that sticker I've used on the edge there and on the top of the other page. I've just put down beside my title to sort of pull it all together. And now I'm going through my embellishments, just trying to find ones that will work with the colours in the paper. And I basically did not have any idea in my head from the start of this until just before it was finished as to how this was going to look and how I wanted it to look. All I knew was that I wanted fold outs and to get my journaling down. It was just a case of pull things out, look at them, work out what works, and play and enjoy myself and not stress about it, just have fun. So I've decided on these clock faces to represent the time this journey's taken, since it's taken nearly 3 years, nearly 4 years from when we first started the journey of creating my happy space to creating our happy space. Like the completion of creating our happy space, if that makes sense. I loved these little flowers. I've had them in my stash for ages. They were just the right colour to go with those photo mats and the colour that's in the flowers on the paper. I'm also adding in some little buttons that I got ages ago from a haberdashery shop. It's a really old-fashioned haberdashery shop. It's like stepping back in time. It's a fantastic little shop full of treasures that go back decades. Like, it's got some old stock and I love it. And I've decided to use the little pink resin roses and the teal resin bird from Delicious Scraps September 2016 just out of paper kit, because they're just perfect for this. I love birds, I love roses. What more can a girl ask for on her layout? This is the only spot on this layout, apart from a corner on the other side, on the other page, that I can put a bulky embellishment cluster, so I had a lot of fun with it. Now I'm trying to create some flat clusters in the fold outs, because of course I can't have bulk where it folds down because I need it to fold flat. So I'm going through different sticker packs and looking at what I've got, and I loved this border. It was just beautiful. It was I'll look it up and put it in the description which sticker pack that was. It was a BoBunny, that's all I can think of right now. The other one that I'd used on the other page to hide my little gap, that was a Teresa sticker. They're both from sheets that were being deleted, so I don't know if you'd be able to find them. Right now I'm spelling out progress in the alphas from this sheet, because the photos up there were the progress stage in moving into this room. And then I decide I want to put them on this tag over the word journey, because I like the border on the tag. I'm going to put that tag on on the other purple paper flower, just to sort of help with the layering. And then I decided I need some more bits. So I've grabbed some vintage lace that's from my mother's sewing stash, and a doily, paper doily, and I've decided to go with the paper doily. So I'm peeling up my sticker and sticking down half a doily under it. Again, apologies when my head gets in the way. I do like to be directly over my project as I work on it. Added a little heart that I punched out from some of the pink cardstock. And one more sticker. So I was happy now with my flatter clusters. Now, unfortunately, I'm just out of camera shot with the cluster that I'm building, but I'm using a clock hand, one of those little buttons from the haberdashery shop, and one of those yellowy orange flowers, and a little book charm on there to sort of tie it in so it flows between the two pages. There will be a blog post on this, and I will share all the details on there. Thank you for watching.